Hello, we are on day 26 and we will be talking about the Nicolaitan Deeds from Revelation 2 verses 6 today. Please like and share, I'd appreciate it. And we'll get others involved in this study of Revelation. So I'm going to read Revelation 2 verse 6. But this you have, that you hate the deeds of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. Naming is an essential and effective part of every culture. Onomastics, the study of names, is a broad science that examines the reasons behind naming people, monuments, and even ideologies. Acts 6 verse 5 lists the names of the first deacons ever chosen by the apostles. Of the 7 listed, the most well known to us are Stephen, the first Christian martyr, and Philip, who baptized the Ethiopian. But to our knowledge, the only deacon on this list who had an entire sect named after him was Nicholas, a proselyte from Antioch. The Bible makes no other mention of this deacon, but some historical records support the notion that this same Nicholas may very well have been the pioneer of the Gnostic sect named after him. The defining ideology of these Nicolaitans was their deliberate disregard for God's law in all they did of the flesh, Galatians 5 verse 16. That is, what they did with their physical bodies. With this mindset, the Nicolaitans were rife in practices of sexual and other hedonistic immorality. Ultimately, the Nicolaitans taught that it did not matter what a person did, but only what a person thought. The early church defined their ideology as heresy. Christ himself made clear his hatred of the Nicolaitans' disobedience. Notice that Christ did not hate the people, but their deeds. We too are to hate the sin, not the sinner. Was this sect not just acting in the opposite manner of the Pharisees? While the Pharisees looked pious in all that they did, their hearts were in rebellion against God. Matthew 23 verse 27. While the Nicolaitans imagined they believed in God, they did nothing in obedience to him. Taking either path will lead to our ruin. There is no segmentation in God. When a person's heart is surrendered to Christ, he obeys him in action and deed. There is nothing else to it. A person's beliefs direct his actions. Paul asked, "Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?" Romans 6 verse 1. His answer? Certainly not. How shall we who died to sin live any longer in it? Romans 6 verse 2. The prayer. Father God, guide me to have righteous thoughts that will yield righteous actions. Form in me a righteous character that I may ultimately have an eye single to your glory. For further study, you can read Matthew 7, 24 through 27, Romans 3, verse 31, and James 1, verse 22 and 23. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Have a blessed day.